Creating video products. Whatever you can tell people to do in an ebook or an audio recording, you can show them or demonstrate in videos. Whether it is something that you do on your computer or on the net, both can be demonstrated using screen capture software. If you have created an information product based on something that you do in the real world, the same rules still apply. You might, for example, have created an information product that teaches people an easy way of building a water as fuel system for their car, or perhaps you teach your students how to grow prize tomatoes. In either case, you can still make videos that demonstrate what you teach in your ebook or in your audio recordings. Alternatively, of course, your videos can be a standalone product because over the past couple of years, many marketers have launched many highly successful video-based products. In general, most of these products were made up of a video series of 10, 12, or even more videos, rather than one single video. That demonstrated how to undertake a particular process from beginning to end in a step-by-step visual detail. It of course stands to reason that if your videos represent a standalone project, you will have to put a great deal more effort into making sure that the video package you supply to your customer represents the kind of value that justifies the cost. There is, however, a little trick that you can use which makes it considerably easier to justify the price you are charging. An idea that we'll return to a little later after considering how you make your video product in the first place. The first thing that you need is the basic idea of what you're going to include in your video materials. Assuming that your videos are going to demonstrate to people how to do something, what is it you are going to teach them to do? With your basic idea decided upon, the next thing you need to decide upon is whether you are going to add a commentary to your video or whether you're going to use screen annotations only. As a general observation, most of your potential customers are likely to perceive videos with a voiceover commentary explaining what is happening on the screen will represent a higher value product than similar videos where you have to read notes on the screen. This comes back to the fact that many people absorb information far more quickly through watching rather than reading, so having to read is a pain for many. Consequently, I would always recommend that you add a spoken commentary to any videos you make explaining what is happening on the screen. Even if what you're doing seems obvious to you, it is not necessarily so obvious to your viewer. So make things as easy as possible for them by analyzing and explaining what is going on. If you need a commentary, you also need a script. Whilst this does not necessarily have to be a script written out in precise detail, you do need to have a written framework which you can follow when demonstrating whatever it is you are showing the viewer. In this way, you make sure that the thing has a flow and that the video shooting process hangs together properly as well. Whether you record your voiceover commentary whilst you are making the video, or if you choose to do so afterwards during the editing process, is another personal choice. For me, I record the voiceover whilst making the video, but it is entirely up to you. Some people find it far easier to record the voiceover afterwards, which is perfectly fine as well. In fact, doing so allows you to focus entirely on the voice recordings, which many people find easier as it means there are less ums and ahs to edit out of the soundtrack. There is another advantage. If you have a written script that details what is happening on the video, you can use this as a video transcript and publish it as an accompanying ebook to increase the value of the video package that you are selling. Remember that as a product creator, it is your duty to enhance value in every possible way, and this represents one very simple method for doing so. Once you have a script that you're going to follow when making your video, the next step is to actually do so. How you actually make the video will, to a large extent, depend upon what it is you are demonstrating. For instance, if you are teaching people to grow prize tomatoes, then you're going to need a video recorder or a digital camera with which you can record the action. Later in this video series, I want to highlight how you can use videos to promote your business once your product is complete and ready for sale. When you use videos for promotional purposes in this way, quality is not a major issue. However, when you are making a product based on videos, quality becomes far more important. So you cannot, as an example, create a video series product using a mobile phone to film what is going on. If people are only watching a free video on YouTube, fine. The quality is not so critical. But if they are going to pay good money for your product, the video quality itself must be very high. Fortunately, however, most digital cameras and video recorders nowadays have the capacity for recording high-quality video even if you did not pay a great deal of money for your equipment. Nevertheless, remember that video quality is extremely important. If instead of showing people how to grow tomatoes, you are demonstrating something on your computer, then what you need is video screen capture software. The best in the business is Camtasia, but if the cost of the program is too high, you can record perfectly respectable video content with the free but less fully featured Cam Studio. The quality of the video you record using the free software is just as good as the paid software, but there are far less options available for adding things such as special effects and the like. Whichever way you are making your videos, the final job is to edit the raw materials into a tight, well-focused, and above all, professional instructional video or video series. To do this, you need video editing software, with Windows Movie Creator being one easy-to-use option that you will already have installed on your computer if you are using Windows XP or Vista. If not, there is free cross-platform editing software available from many sites such as ZS4. Using Movie Maker, the first thing that you will need to do is import the video that you have just made into the software. You do this by clicking the Import link at the top left-hand corner of the initial dashboard page. Find the video that you want to edit on your computer, import it, and you're ready to start editing. With your project imported, the screen will look something like this with the various video clips shown at the top. The default Movie Maker setting is for the storyboard to appear at the bottom of the page, to which you drag the clips to build your video. However, many people find it easier to change the settings so that the alternative timeline is used, which you do by clicking the highlighted link. Next to the link, you can also see the microphone icon, which you activate to record your voiceover if you have not already added a commentary whilst making your video. One great thing about using Movie Maker is that there are lots of places where you can watch and read tutorials about how to do far more advanced things using the software. This enables you to use it to make high-quality, professional videos of the kind that you need to make if you plan to sell this as a product.